This is BREEZY, and you're now tuned in on Sitting on the Patio with BREEZY. Today, we're going to talk about a word also known as anger. What is anger? How many type of anger are there? And how do we know that your anger has accumulated and finally hit the threshold? Stay tuned. Hey, it's BREEZY, 1/3 of the Patio podcast. I know that you want to know how it feels to being present. Don't neglect. Add it to your consistency. Make the step. These are the questions that comes to me when I hear an individual who reacted and broke their character to deal with something or someone. Do you actually know when you're angry? Are you even familiar with what irritates you? Do you tend to not worry about an issue because at the moment it's not bothering you? Do you even know that you have a threshold? What is a threshold? What do you do to stay under the threshold? How do you make peace with a situation? Do you actually move on from an incident? Do you let it accumulate? A lot of people think because they are head of their families or head of their communities, they cannot break. How do you deal with frustration and breaking down? Is it okay for you to let it so you can reset out? If not, why? Is there a perfect time for the transition? Or does it just happen in the midst without you even knowing? And when you realize it, it has already happened. Physical signs. Tightness. Feeling hot or flushed. Trembling or shaking. Sweating or dry mouth. Most of us tend to ignore these signs and think we should just be having a long day or haven't properly rested either, or just lack of drinking water. Too much caffeine, shall I say, that week or the week before. But no, these are actual signs that you, my friend, are bothered by or angry by with somebody. Mental and emotional indicators are signs. Okay? Mental and emotional indicators are signs, or one of the signs. Persistent thoughts about triggering event or person. Difficulty focusing on anything else. Feeling irritated or short-tempered. A strong sense of humor. Oh, you gotta love somebody with a strong sense of humor. A desire to argue, shout, or confront someone. If I'm absolutely right, self-awareness is the foundation for managing emotion and understanding personal thresholds. The way I broke it down, isn't it insightful? Personalities play a big role in how anger manifests, and how you become aware of these tendencies is a key step to emotional control and growth. Your reflections, are they a key point? Maybe yes, maybe no. How do you use your reflection as key points? Behavioral clues vary by personality. A quiet personality withdraw or avoid confrontation, offering space to cool off. Allow personality amplify their presence to express their anger outwardly. A neutral personality might project indifferences, making it seem like they're unaffected and they got time for however you wish to continue. End to end. We have to use self-awareness as a tool. Understanding yourself, your triggers, your threshold, behavioral patterns can help. It can help. Big time. Predict how well you will react in certain situations. Prevent overreaction, or mismanagement of emotions. Choose wisely where to invest energy. Protecting your mental and emotional resource is important. Now, does the energy equation important to this? Is it? You highlight it. You be the person to tell us if that will work out for you or not. You highlight it. It is important truth or something that's just a myth. Knowing yourself allows you to assess where your energy is best spent. Engaging in unnecessary conflict or drama drains energy that could be better used for personal goals, relationship, or responsibilities. How well do you know yourself? How well do you know yourself? Rating self-awareness on a scale of 1 to 10 is a thought-provoking exercise. Many people may initially overestimate or underestimate their self-awareness. True self-knowledge requires a lot of reflecting on a past experience and reaction. Recognizing pattern in behavior and emotion, being honest about your strength, weakness, and blind spot. Now, are you ready to have that conversation with yourself? How well do you know yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Provoking? Yes, it is. Helpful? Absolutely. Because then you know how to go about things. You know when to or when not to, and when to just give it a smirk and move on. I would just say this. Knowing yourself allows for better control of energy, interaction, and overall well-being. But when people develop this level of self-awareness, they naturally become more selective about their engagement, saving time and avoiding unnecessary emotional drain. How many people do you know personally out there that are emotionally drained just because they want to engage in everything and participate in everything and care about if they are going to look soft or if they are going to look like there's somebody that can just be approached and be told anything? How many of them do you know out there personally? And you do not even have to answer this question, but ask yourself, now, would you like to be like them? Or would you like to choose your own path and decide how to go about this issue? Because it really isn't an issue. It is an optional issue that you can have or choose not to have. I am going to conclude with this. Reflecting helps your identity, your threshold, in creating a strategy. Reflecting helps your identity, the threshold, and it creates a strategy. Reflecting helps your identity, your threshold, and creating a strategy. Help yourself identify your threshold and create a strategy. Because if you are or still have the energy, you have to manage your threshold. My name is BREEZY, and I was your host on Sitting on the Patio with BREEZY. I'm glad that we were able to go through anger, which was the word that we went through today. Till then, have a good night, take care, and make sure you understand what take care means, which will allow you to take care of yourself and your loved ones a little bit better. This is BREEZY, and you're now tuned in on Sitting on the Patio with BREEZY.